Hi, it's so good to be in your homes again. I want to say welcome to Spouse Affairs. It's me again, and today we're just going to be talking about dating tips during this pandemic. In fact, everywhere is even opening up. Everywhere is open, basically, but here in the US, we still have, dining in is still we're still getting back in there. So most places are still not opened for dining in. They're still doing takeouts. In fact, those that are even opened, people are still scared of going in there to go dining. And I mean, that's understandable because of what is going on. So I just wanted to just put out some, you know, dating tips, and then please add your own in the comment section. Give us, people are asking how I want to go out with my spouse, or I want to spend some time with my spouse right here at home, or I want to go out with my spouse, but I don't want to go to places where I will be at risk because of the coronavirus. So what are some of the tips that we can, some of the things that we can do right at home or somewhere close by, somewhere that does not have to do with a lot of people. So my first tip I would say is why not have dinner at home? Have dinner at home. Not the regular kind of dinner where you make dinner and then everybody is there eating, tweak it, you know, have a candlelight dinner, just you and your spouse. Just you and your spouse. Make sure the kids go to bed early and then you guys just relax. Dress up if possible, or dress down, put on your casual, or if you want to dress corporate, put on your corporate, whichever one you want to do. Put on your dress or whatever you want to do, and just have you can have a corporate dinner in the house. Just you and your spouse. You set the dining, you put the candle lights, you put the um set the table, put everything, cutlery, everything like you're going out on a date, proper dinner. Or you guys could do an informal one, like you're just going to grab something. And the meal you serve would just be, casual meals. Like if you walk into McDonald's, or if you walk into, you know, an eatery, or a place where food is served, your favorite. You can even order in Chipotle, whatever. You can just, you know, make it you, and let it be, meals that both of you enjoy, So you do that. So you can do that at home. You don't need to go out. You don't need to expose yourselves to anything. You could do that at home. Don't allow the pandemic deprive you of spending time with your spouse. The truth is that the way the year is and the way the year has been going, there has been a lot of strain in relationships. There's been a lot of strain, there's a lot of pressure because every minute you're with your spouse, every minute you're with your kids, you know. Thank God schools are opening up. Yay! Schools are opening up. So people have said, children have said going back to school. So, which is a huge relief for families. But in the meantime, you could do that. You could just do a family, both of you. Or another tip, which is tip number 2, you could have movie nights. Movie nights, not the regular 1 hour, 30 minutes movie or 90 minutes movie. You can just sit together, grab popcorn, and watch your regular show. Your regular show. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go look for a movie that's, maybe just your regular seasonal show. Most people have, what they watch on TV. So just your regular, both of you watch it together. if it is whatever show, just watch it together. I do that with my husband when I was back home. We do that on Sundays. We have our shows that we watch. We watch America's Got Talent. We have some other shows that we watch together, and then we just have fun. We laugh with it. Most times, the kids are even there, so we laugh together. Just family bonding time. So have that with your spouse. Have that. So, or you could also drive out. Drive out. Nothing stops you from driving out. Drive out. A friend was telling me how they drive every end of the month. One of their date nights is they just drive and they're watching the stars. I mean, how awesome is that? She and her spouse, they just drive out, go to an open place, and they just open the roof of the car, and they're just watching the stars together, holding each other, talking. The whole essence of this time together is so that you could talk, so that you could connect, so that you could, catch up again, rekindle the fire. Because what happens is a lot of things will take up your time, a lot of things will take up, you know, um, your time together. A lot of things will put pressure, a lot of stress will come in between. So don't allow that to pile up for a long time. That's why, because couples don't have time to reconnect, to sit together and reconnect. That's why there's a lot of divorce rates. The divorce rate is now high. It's now high. I mean, you have 40% in the US, 42% in the UK. I mean, it's high. It's really high. So because big couples are not really spending time together, everybody is on different pathways, basically. So at some point, you're like, what am I doing with this man? What am I doing with this woman? I mean, why did we even come together? So you start asking questions and you're wondering, what are we doing together? There's really nothing. So have that time of connection. I tell couples, if you can put your phone down for 3 hours a day just to connect with your spouse, 3 hours a day, just sit with your spouse, talk, laugh, joke, if you're calling them, be really talking with them, not you're doing something else, and like connect. Put those things down and really connect. You will be better off. Your relationship will be stronger. Nothing will take you by surprise. One of the major issues is this. Most of the time, you're so busy here and there, busy with this, busy with that, busy with that, while this other spouse too may be busy with something else, but maybe has their timing, or if it's the lady, maybe the timing is not the schedule is not as busy as maybe the man, or the man's own may not be as busy as one person's own, may not just be as busy as the other one. So the other person will be, and then maybe the person craves attention. The person needs attention. Yet the spouse does not even chat you up throughout the day. Spouse doesn't chat you up. Your spouse doesn't call you. The only time you see is when he gets back from work or when she gets back from work, and both of you are tired. That's already setting yourself up for issues. Then weekends, maybe one person is working, or you have an activity, a wedding, or something to attend. So there's really no time for both of you to actually sit and connect. There's really no time that you guys just said, you know what are we doing? Like every night before you even go to bed, you just have that time of, pouring into each other, praying for each other, talking. You don't have that time. That relationship will suffer. That relationship will soon start losing its value and its essence, because we came into the relationship to bond. Remember, why did you get married to this person? If you notice, it's because this person was a friend, this person was your friend, this person, you became so close. Everything had to pass through them. You always discussed everything. You're in the office and you're having a bad day, you call him. Look, I don't know, this my boss is just, nasty. This my that. You call them. Something happened, you're coming back from work, you call them. There was always this communication. There was no time that you were not in my business, basically. But when you now get married, why don't we keep that going? Remember when you're dating, there was always date night. We always went on dates. We always went on dates. How come now we're married, we don't have time for dates? Everything about dating is just gone. There's just no time. We were working before we got married. So when we got married, what happened? Because we stopped paying attention because we felt that we've already won. We've already gotten what we wanted. But meanwhile, you forget that is a marriage. It's not a wedding. After the wedding, the marriage starts. So those foundations you've been laying while you were dating, you need to continue fanning them. You need to continue keeping at it to keep your relationship alive, to keep your relationship, on fire. So that's why I'm talking about dating. Date your spouse again. Date your spouse again. Start dating your spouse. You're married, but date them again. Date them again. Let them feel that those flirtatious looks, those the way where you see them, your face lights up, the eagerness to meet them, to get, let that come back. That keeps the romance bubbling. And it's not just everyday work, 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 work. We have this, we have bills, will always be there. But if you don't pay attention to your spouse, that relationship will suffer. That relationship will not be what you want it to be. You end up building another relationship somewhere else, because we love to relate. We love to have someone to talk to. That's just how we are. Nobody just wants to, I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be, unless you're just in a particular zone at that period. But almost all the time, we need someone to pour into. Someone pours back into us. That's the way we're wired. So create that time for dates. Create the time. You could also just sit at home, grab popcorn. In fact, you could also, if you have a lawn in your house, which most American houses have. In fact, most houses have, whether in Nigeria, wherever. You just sit in the lawn there. Sit in the lawn with your spouse and eat. Have dinner under the moonlight. Spread the shit there, grab food from inside the house, take it out there, eat. Connect. You see, this thing doesn't have to be something that is so long. It may be 30 minutes, it may be 1 hour, it may be 2 hours. Cuddle together, bond. You can make out, you can make whatever. Also, you can decide to just be in the car. In the car, the main thing is you don't want a child screaming, and then you want to be, if you somehow close, if you don't have anybody with the kids, you want to be somehow in proximity in case you have very little children that may just wake up in the night. So you don't want to be too far away. So you may just be in the car, or you may just be outside. They're just different ways. It's just creativity. Don't make it look like it is not achievable. Date nights are achievable. This pandemic is going away and everybody is coming back, to their regular jobs. So try and create time. There's a lot that you can do at home. There's a lot. You can go swimming. Go swimming with your spouse, and right there in the pool, make out. Did you not do that when you were dating? If you could swim, if you did that, why can't you do that when you're married? Then go see a movie. You can even go decide that we want to see a movie. And like I said, the movie can be in your house, in your room. You can decide, and then while you're seeing the movie, make out. I mean, that's no fun. I mean, that's all those memories are what keeps, when it keeps on replaying and replaying, it makes the relationship sweeter. It makes, memories. When you think of your spouse, you're like, oh, I can't wait to, not you're thinking of your spouse and you're like, in fact, I dread going home and all that. Okay. So I hope these tips have helped. I hope that, we take out time. Just, it doesn't have to be such a long, you can just, just determine that, what, every weekend we're going to have some time alone. We're going to have that time. And let's see how it goes. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and, tell someone about what you just heard. And I hope that our relationships get better and better every day.